Warning. The following podcast has told you 10 times, Kevin, to stop hitting your sister. This is Crudimentary Questions with your hosts, Sandy and Jill.
Hey, Sandy.
Hey, Jill.
All right. What is the weirdest sex toy you've ever seen?
I mean, seen, like with my eyes, or used?
Seen. We'll go for seen right now.
Okay, if we're going for seen, we're going to have to talk about the fuck machine. I mean, we have to.
Is that the weirdest one you've seen?
Because I've seen it in pictures.
Okay.
And I've seen it on the internet.
Okay.
Shall we discuss what the fuck machine is?
Well, we do not have the best understanding as someone who has fucked the fuck machine has.
Yeah.
But what I can say is my first exposure to the fuck machine.
The first cut is the deepest.
Was from a UPS man, and no, it was not a porno. The UPS man came to my place of work, and he said to us, me and my coworkers, "You want to see something weird?"
Yes, and you said yeah,
I was like, absolutely,
yeah.
And it was a box. We have. I did post this on our social media accounts
Absolutely.
when this happened. It was a box with the words "Kink Fuck Machine." From Doc Johnson.
Doc Johnson's, yes. My favorite little tidbit is that it's called Doc Johnson's.
Yeah, it's the
company.
brand. And
TM.
they are not sponsoring this, unfortunately, but we're interested if you
Yeah,
are,
yeah,
Doc.
totally.
Anyway, because we're first name basis now, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we did not unbox it because that's illegal, but I did do a quick Google search, and it is a mighty piece of equipment.
It is. It truly is. That is such a good way to describe it. And here's the really interesting thing, and that's why I feel like it was appropriate to bring it up right now, is that when you brought that up last week, just us kind of talking, I had my own encounter with the fuck machine, which is a mighty piece of equipment. It's not just a like esoteric or just like thing.
Yeah.
It actually is a piece of equipment.
It has multiple angles, multiple thrusts.
Yeah, I had been looking at porn, and there was a thumbnail option to watch a girl have sex with a fuck machine.
Okay.
And I'm not that shy with porn, but that scared me, and so I didn't watch it. But I did sort of like internalize. I was like, maybe that's a thing. So then 2 hours later, I come to have a podcast with Jill and producer, and the fuck machine gets brought up for the second time in one day, which is
so
nuts.
Weird.
At that point, Jill looks it up on the internet, and then I actually get to see pictures, and I will say it is the strangest piece of sex equipment that I have ever encountered in my life.
It's is it gas powered? That's all I wonder. It looks like it could be attached to a boat engine.
No, seriously, like there should be a conductor, like with a, with
all
a big
aboard.
Yeah, with like bellows, just like pushing it down to make it move.
It could be steampunk. It could be a steampunk fuck machine.
That's so hot.
Just put like a zeppelin on it.
Yeah.
And it's flying around.
Yeah.
Fucking everything.
And I guess we have to describe it. It really is like, it looks like a black metal dick, like that just gets pumped and pumped and pumped, but you can move it at different angles. And it costs $650.
That is a lot.
Yeah. So only rich people get to experience the fuck machine.
Or porn stars.
Or porn stars.
But that is the weirdest.
That is the weirdest
sex toy you've ever seen.
It is, but it also is. It makes so much sense.
I mean, yeah, it's not past my imagination.
Exactly,
it's not past it.
When I saw it, it was one of those things where when I saw it, I was like, when I first saw the iPod, like an iPod for the first time, and I got the concept of an iPod, I was like, I can't believe nobody's made this before.
Right.
And they made it just for me.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't keep track of my CDs, and they were all scratched and all over the backseat of my car. And I was so thankful for the iPod. And so when I saw the fuck machine, I was like, I can't believe I haven't seen this sooner.
Well, I think I might. I wonder if this is weirder. And I know you've seen one of these.
Okay.
But it's something you don't think about.
Okay.
Because, okay, so one of the first times I ever went to what do you call them? A sex toy shop?
Yeah. Like Hustler.
There's one in Nashville called like Biggest Adult.
Right.
What's that one called?
It's called Biggest Adult, as far as I know.
Biggest Adult Store.
It's got a lot of letters missing on its sign.
I don't know, but I remember it was next to this music venue that I frequented, and so we'd wait for bands to come on. You know, they're like loading in and stuff, and we'd just be bored. So we'd go over to largest adult
largest adult store.
Largest adult sex store?
Yeah, it's not creative.
No, it's not at all.
It's not going for any
and
kind
it's
of...
not even that large, to be fair. It's not that large.
It's like the size of like a CVS.
But we walk in, and the first thing my eyes see is a floating on the ceiling sheep.
A sheep?
An inflatable sheep.
Oh dear.
With a dick hole.
Or you
In
mean a
its
vagina
butt?
hole?
In its butt.
It's got a big... it's got a fuck hole.
It's got it's got a hole for a dick.
It's got a hole that is meant to be
designed
penetrated.
Be penetrated. It's for people who want to fuck sheep. And I think that might be weirder than the fuck machine. What do you think?
I am really torn on which one is, because I also I understand both. But I also think, one, okay, don't fuck sheep. They don't want you to fuck them.
I'm okay with fucking inflatable sheep though.
But
no one's being hurt.
Yeah.
There.
Don't fuck sheep, fuck inflatable sheep.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
It's for people who want to fuck sheep, but no, they probably should not fuck sheep.
Or they have no access to sheep, which is great. Because
we are not condoning bestiality.
Yeah. Like, don't fuck anything that can't consent to being fucked.
Animals cannot consent, you guys.
Yeah, they can't. They can't.
An inflatable one, though.
But the inflatable sheep, totally fine. Not a sentient being.
I still wonder, though, if it's a serious sex toy, if it is a serious thing, or if it is just a funny gag gift that you give a guy and it's just like a funny thing.
Well, here's the thing. Every single item you could purchase at a sex shop is potentially both very funny and very serious exactly at the same time. Because here's the thing. Even if it's super funny that you give some guy at his bachelor party, here's your inflatable fuck sheep, whatever.
Right.
One day, maybe he's horny and lonely, and he totally, unfunnily, very seriously fucks that inflatable sheep.
Maybe. I mean, I'm not going to judge.
I'm not going to judge. That's
I'm not going to
great.
judge.
I'm really glad that he had the inflatable sheep available to fuck in that moment.
Here's what I wonder, as someone who doesn't have a penis and
or a fuck sheep,
but someone who has, been in a pool with an inflatable toy. I have some experience.
Sure.
In that department.
Are you saying been in a pool with an inflatable toy, like just a general or a sex toy?
No. Just a inner tube.
Sure, right.
And I have chafed my skin on those things. They are not.
Oh, they're not smooth.
They're not smooth. There's always
skin.
like that seam. I
know
what
about
I'm
the seam.
talking about.
I know
right?
about the seam.
You know about the seam.
Yeah.
And it kind of hurts. And I'm just wondering if it's even practical to fuck a fuck sheep. If it's...
I imagine the manufacturers of the fuck sheep.
Do you think they play tested it?
I think they put the seam in an appropriate place. I think they didn't put the seam in the fuck hole.
Oh my God, I just realized there is a job, Sandy.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
There is a sex toy tester. Do you think that there are... Okay, what is your job title? This is okay. I need to write this down. We're going to internet this later. What is your job title for sex toy tester?
Yeah, like how do you call that? I mean, it would be something like product compatibility, or like some corporate speak for like.
Because you have to test stuff in order to sell it.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't think, like, if you had a fuck sheep, right?
Or a fuck machine.
Or a fuck machine. Well, the fuck machine's a little more advanced, right? So, but the fuck sheep, like you talked about, could be a joke, but could also be very seriously fucked.
You want to sell it as a serious.
Yeah. So somebody somewhere needs to make sure the seam isn't in the fuck hole. And how hard is that job? And not in a funny, hard dicks are hard joke kind of way, but like, actually, how difficult is the job to make sure that weird seam in the inflatable toy isn't in the fuck hole? Can you just put the you know what I mean?
Right.
So that's an engineering job or a design job, not necessarily a fuck job.
And I am concerned about the sex toy tester having to deal with things like, I don't know if you're aware of this, but my husband's friends had a thing where they passed around a giant floppy penis dildo.
Sure.
And when I say giant, I mean
15 inches.
It was an arm. Okay. It was a whole beefy arm.
Gotcha.
And they would pass this object around as a funny thing. They would hit each other with it.
Oh, gotcha.
But what am I trying to say? Is that even a sex toy necessarily if it's too big to be practical?
Well, okay, so I think we need to consider that we have hit on something interesting.
Yeah,
in that there are
hit it.
two kinds of sex toys.
Novelty?
Kind number one is novelty, and it's the 20-inch dildo that dudes slap each other with.
It's funny.
It's funny. It's also the furry handcuffs that you can get at Spencer's.
I've used those.
However,
Right.
then there's the actual things that people actually use for
Pleasure,
stimulation, stimulation, and sex. And the thing is, if somebody wanted to use a 20-inch dildo for their pleasure, have at it. Like, enjoy.
I guess you could rub up on it, or maybe there's just some people out there that are okay with it.
I mean, who knows? Like, I can imagine a few scenarios in which a 20-inch dildo could work.
But it's also the girth of it that surprised me.
I mean, because somebody's vag is different than your vag, but also that dildo's going into assholes too.
Right. I'm not only talking about vages. They're assholes, I guess, can get.
They can spread.
They can get. I mean,
they can.
Sure.
Yeah. They can get a wide berth.
I mean, I guess if you can shit a brick, you might as well be able to take one too.
You can
right?
take a brick. Yeah, girl.
Oh, put that on my tombstone, will ya?
But yeah, I mean, like, so yeah, there are sex toys that are like made for novelty or made to be jokes, essentially. And I think the fuck sheep probably was a joke, but in the elsewhere in that shop is probably some stuff that people use that's really, I would say, seriously used.
Yeah,
because I take human sexuality very seriously. I think its expression should be taken seriously. I think minimizing it makes people crazy. So we should elevate it and support and and not shame it. And so there's always there is always this like kind of like balance that I think we're always doing between making fun of it and taking it really seriously.
I agree. Sex is one of those things where you have to acknowledge that it is funny and hilarious. That, you got two naked bodies slapping against each other and writhing, and it's weird. But if you're in the moment, then it just becomes serious and it becomes magical. And well, I think of the movie Lars and the Real Girl.
Yes.
How-
If you are not familiar with this film, it stars Ryan Gosling and
A real sex doll
and a sex doll.
and a sex doll.
It's Ryan Gosling and a sex doll.
But he has a relationship with the sex doll. I actually don't remember if they have sex or not. Probably. I mean, her mouth is just. I made a face.
You can't see it, but Jill just opened her mouth all wide.
I mean, he took that relationship seriously. A sex doll is funny, but in this context, it's a relationship.
Yeah, and he was like a lonely guy, and he needed companionship, and this doll provided companionship to him, and he wasn't hurting anyone.
No.
So, like, it's actually a really sweet movie about, like, a community coming together to support somebody who is having a hard time. Like,
Right.
ultimately, that's what the film is about.
And also, what a weird fake movie because Ryan Gosling alone. Hello.
Hey, man, you can make anybody ugly.
He wasn't ugly.
I know.
They didn't do a good
I know.
job.
I know.
You know, they did a good job with making Charlize Theron ugly in Monster.
Did not do a good
Did
job.
not do a good job. I mean, they tried. They gave him like a mustache, I think.
Yeah.
If I can remember correctly.
You're like, we see
sorry.
through it. We
You
see
didn't.
through it.
No.
Hot as fuck. Sorry, man.
But yeah, so and we had our episode about masturbation.
Sure.
And how I can't get past the funny in order to
Sure.
please myself.
Yeah.
Because maybe I made the mistake in buying a blue dildo.
Yeah. It's
Is
blue.
it a possibility that I bought the wrong thing?
I mean, I think so, but honestly, I've seen the flesh-colored dildo, like, depending, whatever flesh color you prefer, who cares? They just, flesh-colored dildos make me laugh because I just think about the real thing.
Yeah.
So I personally prefer, like, a weird colored thing.
That's why I got it.
Yeah.
But now I can't stop thinking about the genie from Aladdin. Or Avatar. You know those, what are they called? The
Navi?
The
I think
Navi.
they're called the Navi.
You know they got a big.
Oh my god.
Wait, don't they fuck through the tail though?
I've never seen
I think.
Avatar.
Oh,
I never actually saw the film.
Spoiler alert, Sandy. They
I know-
Fuck through the tail.
I did hear that they fucked through the tail.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
But they also connect to their winged dragon things with the tail. So are they fucking dragons?
yeah, I didn't like the whole dynamic. I didn't like the sexual dynamic of the Navi when I heard about it.
Yeah, I don't know what's under those loincloths. I'm sure there's Navi porn. We can look that up
Yeah,
later.
but, like, it's fine. Like, if you're freaked out by the blue dildo, then find a dildo that doesn't freak you out. Or, here's the thing. My favorite vibrator,
Yes.
it doesn't look like a penis at all.
I was just about to say, I think I might be interested in the eggs.
Yeah.
The sex
little egg,
eggs?
yeah, the little
Is that
egg-shaped
what you
things.
call 'em?
Yeah.
Egg vibrators. I'm looking at them, and at first I was like, but that's not going to do anything. It's not going to get in there. But I think that doesn't matter.
No, like, well, it depends on what you want. And sometimes you want, like, the penetration, and sometimes you just want the stimulation on your clitoris.
Yeah.
And that's what the egg things do.
And so, yeah, I think that ultimately that's what I've been doing wrong is I think I need to do something that's more stimulating. Okay, wait. Have you ever used an egg before?
Not the egg things, no.
Or a clit stimulating device?
I use the clit stimulating device often. Yes.
Do you just like put it in there and like let it go and
Yep.
you don't have to like hold anything like you do a dildo?
I do have to hold it. Yes. I hold it in place. I mean, that is kind of annoying, but you can kind of set it in a certain space so you don't have to hold it tightly.
Is that what the rabbit does? I don't know if you've ever heard of the rabbit.
I know about the rabbit. I've never had a rabbit.
I think I heard it from the like Sex in the City. They talked about the slutty one. Talked about what's her name?
Samantha.
Samantha. She's not even that slutty, you guys. She's
You
just
guys.
living her real life.
Yeah, she's just out there.
She's just living her good
She's
life.
living out loud. Leave her the goddamn alone.
Yeah. So the slutty one from Sex in the City. No,
Right.
I'm just kidding. I think that she mentioned the rabbit, and that got me really intrigued by sex toys.
Totally.
Because before then, I'd never tried anything except for what we talked about in the masturbation
The
episode.
giant Sharpie pen.
Thanks, fuck shoe. Can I call you fuck shoe from
Yes,
now on?
please. My rap name is Fuck Shoe.
Hello, this is Fuck Shoe and Sharpie coming at you live from Nashville, Tennessee. We got your clit stimulated and your dick wet. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
Genius.
I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
Totally
But
genius.
anyway, I think my next foray into sex toys might be the eggs. They're cute.
I know. No, I'm so into it. The thing is, like, you just need to find the thing that works for you, right?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, like something that stimulates my clit is a thing that I'm into. So the vibrators I've used have not been like, they haven't been dildos, so they don't look like actual dicks, because I prefer a human penis for penetration.
I see what you're saying.
But I really, really like a vibrator of many sorts. I haven't used the egg kinds, but I have used just other kinds of vibrators that just like really work my clit and get me hot and bothered. And usually, if I'm with a man, you know, I can do that first, and then have sex and come that way.
Well, it's all very it's all personal to each person.
Yeah,
Everyone has their own way. And it's not always about masturbation.
it's not.
Sometimes it's just about adding a little extra spice with your partner. And that's the beauty of the sex toy industry, is that it's not to make sex. It adds so much to sex. It can make it funny. It can make it fun. It can make it better.
Yeah.
It can make it solo.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it can make it like
Han Solo.
yeah, hands solo.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, wait. Is that a sex toy called Han Solo?
There has to be. I can't believe somebody hasn't thought of that before. But yeah, like sex is a super fun thing between two people most of the time. Sometimes it's solo, sometimes it's more than two people, whatever. But most of the time it's two people. So you have a great time, but hey, let's just add a little bit of fun
Let's add some
extra.
Let's
Put some extra stuff.
some fuzzy feathers.
It's like when you're cooking a meal, or like you're making some scrambled eggs, right? And you're like, scrambled eggs, great. You got butter in the pan. You crack the eggs, you scramble them.
standard scrambled eggs.
Salt and pepper. Those eggs, they're going to taste good.
Pretty good.
They're going to be, that's pure protein, fill you up. They are going to be great. But here's the thing. What if you add a little bit of chives?
Or paprika.
Oh, paprika.
A little spicy. Spice.
What if you put some cumin?
What if you put like a little bit of cream in it?
Oh,
like
some
cream that thing.
cream that
Cream.
All together, it means you have even better scrambled eggs.
I agree. It's like sex toys is the seasoning for sex, all kinds of sex. Mm-hmm. And there's so many different kinds that I want to look up on the internet.
Ooh! So, what do you want to look up? Tell me.
Well, we're going to look up the different kinds of sex toys. I also I think I mentioned something that we were going to look up late, and I totally forgot.
No, it's
I
fine.
was going to write it down.
We can think about it. Yeah,
We'll
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
But I think we should definitely look up all of the specifications of the actual fuck machine by Doc Johnson.
Yes, we got to look up the specifications for the fuck machine. I think I was going to look up whether or not sex toys are play tested.
Oh.
And what they call a sex toy tester.
What they call the sex toy tester.
And that's what it was. Okay, so we will be back in a moment.
Hey guys, do you have a burning question in your loins?
Is it an STD?
Hopefully it's not. Get tested. Anyway, if there is a topic that you all would like us to discuss, please ask us to do so by emailing us at crudimentary questions@gmail.com.
Yeah, spam us. I don't care. I'll read it. I'm bored at work all the time. Just send us an email.
Yeah, just interrupt Jill while she's playing her Sims
Yes.
to ask us some dirty, horrible question that is totally inappropriate to bring up at a dinner party.
Hey, and if it's interesting enough, we'll read it on the podcast.
Yeah, and we will discuss it to the death.
To the death.
Yes. So yeah, please email us, crudimentary questions@gmail.com. Right? Back to the show.
And we're back.
We are back, and Jill has looked up some stuff on the internet about sex toys, and I am so excited to hear what she has to say.
Yes. So there are a lot of people on Yahoo Answers who are wondering if they can get a job testing out sex toys.
Well, to be fair, so am I.
I mean, it would be lucrative. Mm-hmm. No, it's not at all, actually. But here we go. Information on testing sex toys? I've heard multiple people state that testing or reviewing sex toys gets you no money, just free toys. I've also heard that you can make money doing it. Is it true that you can make money testing and reviewing toys? How much money would the average person make? Does that count as a legit income that would hurt someone's chances of receiving disability? Thanks in advance.
Oh, it's my favorite thing in the world.
There is only one answer to this post, by the way. And it is the best answer. Mm-hmm. And it is from a user named Cactus Gene.
Sure.
And all they say is, no one will pay you to review sex toys and there will be no income.
I love how they're like, we're not even addressing the disability issue because fuck you.
All right. So I found another post about it, about the same thing. I want to get an at-home job as a sex toy tester. I need a part-time job at home to supplement my income. I would like to look into getting a job as a sex toy tester. I mean, consolidate your time.
Sure.
Consolidate.
Yeah.
I have a P.O. box address, so it would be discreet. Any information and links would be great, please. By the way, I'm a 30-year-old female and comfortable with myself to do it. Okay.
This sounds like an ad or a bot and not an actual person, but sure.
Well, another anonymous. So best answer comes from user Kevin K. I don't think they test sex toys on humans anymore. Test them on humans. They use machines to make sure the items can withstand acceptable ranges of stress.
What the fuck?
Visual inspections are made and a quick jolt of power is sent through the devices to make sure they do what they should. Since most of the toys are made in China, I don't think that they will bother shipping test samples halfway around the world when they can just hire testers to work at the factory.
Which is honestly very disturbing, conceptually. But also, this is what I like the thought that there are sex toy designers, like vibrator designers who are like, they get the prototypes and then they kind of hand them out to their friends.
Well, I imagine it's kind of like the show Grace and Frankie. Grace and Frankie is an amazing show with Jane Fonda and
Lily Tomlin.
Thank you, Lily Tomlin.
I've never seen it, but
it's an amazing show.
I somehow know that.
It's an amazing show. I don't think this is a spoiler, but if you haven't seen the show,
they test sex toys?
Lily Tomlin, I think they both kind of put their hand in an invention of a dildo made for women of a certain age.
Oh, gotcha.
Who might have arthritis in their hands.
Oh my goodness.
And it's amazing.
That is genius.
Yeah. I think it all came from Jane Fonda's character was masturbating and broke her wrist.
That is now I have to watch it, and I know this isn't a plug for the show, but Jesus, that's amazing. That's great.
Yeah, and actually that leads me to, like, on the bright side, there is money to be made. This is more of the Yahoo Answers, Kevin K. On the bright side, there is money to be made in selling the toys discreetly at passion parties, or by doing webcam shows using the toys.
Sure.
It's not really sex toy testers. It's more like it's like Mary Kay for sex toys.
Yeah, totally. Mm-hmm. Like here's a demonstration, ladies, of this thing that's gonna make you squirt.
Have you ever been to one of those parties before?
No.
I have.
Oh,
It was kind of a bachelorette party mixed in.
Wasn't that the one where there was like a grandma there who just didn't know?
Okay, that was another one.
That was a totally different one.
That was funny as well. I brought edible underwear to a lingerie party that was not...
A lingerie party?
It was not the lingerie party I was planning for.
Yeah.
I thought it was a funny... Oh, it's hilarious because these two bachelorette parties happened in tandem with each other. Like, I was invited to two the same week. The first one was I showed up at the same time a fireman showed up.
Oh, fun.
And
Great.
There was no fire.
No, not a fire.
He wanted to come in after me.
It turns out he was a completely different kind of professional.
He was a professional
than a firefighter.
He had experience with a pole.
Mm-hmm. Just
not a fireman's pole.
Not a fireman's pole.
Anyway, so I come in with the male stripper, and in the meantime, I had arrived late, obviously, or at the perfect time. Let's just say that. And they were in the middle of a passion party where they were passing around dildos. And so I come in with the stripper and someone hands me a big fat dildo in my lap and he immediately starts his dance and everyone's whooping and wild. There's penis cakes, cupcakes.
Nice. Yes.
There's penis balloons. Everything. It's just like
dick.
Dick
all around.
Candies, dicks in my lap.
Just head like floor to ceiling dicks.
There were
wall to wall dicks.
All the dicks.
Yeah.
And so this is what I'm like, okay, so this is what a bachelorette party's like.
Totally.
Or, because I think there was also lingerie.
It was a bridal party or something, yeah.
So then I'm invited to the lingerie party of my other friend, to which I'm like, I'm going to get ready for this one.
Now I'm prepared.
I am bringing edible underwear.
Yeah.
And it'll be hilarious.
And so when I walk in front of the stripper again,
yeah,
I'll be like, dude, I have
something you could wear.
Yeah, I have stuff, yeah.
Or eat.
Yeah.
I don't know. Either or. It was like a fruit roll-up. Anyway, so, yeah, to my horror, though, at this party, it's not a stripper that I walk in with. It's a grandma.
Yeah, grandma.
And a mom. Oh, wait, two moms, two grandmas, cousins of young age. And I'm like, what is happening? And she's not gifted lingerie so much as just fun pajamas.
Oh, fun pajamas. That is you know what I have to say? I just want to vent for like one brief moment.
Go ahead.
That I had a bachelorette party when I got married, and I got a bunch of fucking fun pajamas. And I did not want fun pajamas.
Boo.
I wanted lacy, dirty bullshit.
I wanted crotchless underwear.
I wanted teddies and the things that like the bras that show your nipples. Like, I wanted all of that, and all I got like loungewear.
Yes.
I got like...
You got like matching silk pajamas.
Yeah, like comfy. One person got me one set of sexy underpants. And
was that me? I don't remember.
No, it wasn't. It actually wasn't you, but yeah.
I don't remember what I got you.
It still rubs me wrong to this day, if you will. Yeah. It doesn't rub me right.
It doesn't rub you at all.
Yeah, it doesn't rub me at all.
But the funniest part of this grandma lingerie party, I will call it now, is that I'm... Well, we'll get to my gift in a minute. First was the gift from the mother, the bride's mother.
Yeah. Who was present at the fun pajama party, which is definitely not a lingerie party.
No,
they should call it.
They should call it rated PG.
Yeah.
PG pajama party.
PG pajama party.
But she gave her a really sweet gift of a wedding diploma, wedding certificate holder, which was 7 inches long.
Okay.
Cylindrical, and kind of like an antique silver color. And someone thought it was an old dildo.
Oh my god!
Like a vintage.
Like this is like a
passed down,
like a Victorian era dildo.
Yes.
Like the ladies with their lacy skirts would just like hike up their skirts and stick silver shit up their badges.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
And it was at that moment, well, and someone made a joke about that, and it was at that moment that I was like, don't open my gift, please.
Can we stop?
Can we skip mine?
Yeah.
And they were like, why? I'm like,
Just cuz I wish, like, at that point, like, you, Jill, right now would have said, like, please don't open my gift because it is not in context with this party.
Yeah.
Like, you would have had the language or the confidence to say that. But you at the time, probably, 22 or something?
Yeah.
You were like, you
Please
didn't
don't.
have it.
Please
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
I didn't persuade them enough. They opened my gift. The bride laughed and then proceeded to pass it around to everyone at the party.
Including Nana.
To which I was like, can I hire a stripper now?
Yeah.
Am I allowed?
Can just distract. Can a fireman who's not a fireman come in here
I know
right
a guy. I know a guy.
Because it turns out
Just hung out with him a few days ago.
he's my bro.
Yeah, so that is the story of that. Okay, so now let's do what you wanted to do and look up the fuck machine.
Oh, the fuck machine.
I actually already have.
All right.
It's on Amazon. It's in my cart.
Okay, tell me about the pieces of the fuck machine.
Okay, it is actually called Kink by Doc Johnson,
Yes.
Fucking Machines, Power Banger.
Oh, the power banger.
The Power Banger.
Also known as my nickname.
No, your nickname's Fuck Shoe. Compatible with all Vaculock dildos. So it's actually an attachment situation. This is the engine that runs
So it doesn't
behind the dildo.
It doesn't come with
It does come.
It does come, but it does. I'm sorry. It does not come with. It doesn't come with a dildo. You have to buy a dildo to attach to it.
You must buy a Vaculock dildo, it seems. Or, I don't know. What do you think? Could you fuck that without a dildo?
I mean, yes, but I shouldn't.
I mean, it looks kind of dangerous.
Yeah, she showed me a picture, but I will say this is a batteries not included situation.
Well, no, actually, it is. Okay, we're going to read the description here. Powerful multi-speed thrusts, suction cup feet. So it suctions to maybe like a table or...
Oh, good. You can't. Yeah, that's important.
Handheld controllers power on and off and adjust speed.
Are they Bluetooth enabled?
No. Intense multi-speed strokes. Stroke length are 2.36 inches up to 195 strokes per minute.
That's a lot. That's a lot of strokes.
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like they should include the dildo.
Adjustable arm. No, it's batteries not included, man.
But that's like the Game Boy you get on Christmas morning, and then you can't play it because your mom forgot to buy batteries, and every store is closed because it's Christmas.
Yeah, don't get any. Hey, you guys, do not buy this without a dildo attachment. It will be upsetting.
Yeah. Okay. So when you buy it, and then when you wrap it for a gift, on top. Have the dildo wrapped separately, like your mom used or your grandma used to do with the batteries.
Yes. So the most frequently bought together on Amazon is this machine with the Kink by Doc Johnson, the really big dick dildo.
Oh,
which
how
is
big is it?
12 inches long
Ooh.
and 10.25 inches wide.
What the fuck?
So I would like to read you a couple of reviews.
Okay. I would love to hear some reviews.
Okay. The first one is for the actual fuck machine. What an incredible toy. The machine itself is slightly smaller than expected, but it is strong and versatile. The adjustable angles and variety of toy attachments make for a lot of fun. 5 stars from Craig.
Thank you, Craig. It's good to know. I'm concerned that he was expecting a larger fuck machine.
I don't know. He didn't say anything about what attachments he used. So
Yeah,
maybe
I
it's
know.
all about the attachments.
I know, but I can imagine like seeing it and being like, this is puny, and then realizing, oh, this is what it does.
Yeah, so the other reviews, that was the only review for the actual machine. The other reviews are for the specific attachment that everyone buys with it. And I'm showing Sandy the picture of a giant dick.
It's a
dildo.
A big jet black dildo.
And it's got veins.
It's got veins. It's got
It's
balls.
like a Snickers bar.
It's like It's like I mean, it's like a Milky Way.
Yeah.
It's just a dick. I mean, I've seen dildos. Fine. It's just that is the most popular one.
Yeah. So it boasts realistic balls, textured veins, and dual density desigin.
What does that mean? Dual density design. What does that mean?
Handcrafted from Ultraskin for the ultimate feel.
Whose hands crafted this thing?
I'm
sorry. Are these
I also want to know why they're putting a picture next to a
playing card.
A playing card.
They're showing. I guess they're showing like
the scale.
Scale, yeah.
But also, it's funny that it's Jack.
Oh, that is funny. It is Jack. I would say, I have not fucked with dildos that much, right? Mm-hmm. Most of my time has been like different kinds of vibrators, and then an actual penis, right? And I'm into anything, like dildos, whatever. Mm-hmm. Jill, do you feel like having pretend balls? Because that dildo has like pretend balls. Like, how do you feel about that?
Mine does not. It is very unrealistic looking. It's
blue.
just the shaft.
Yeah.
But it does have like, the arrowhead at the tip.
Oh yes,
was what
very
I like
important.
to call it. It does have that shape at the tip.
That's important.
That's
That's good shit.
I like it.
I really like that.
It's like a hammerhead shark.
Yeah.
I like her.
I like a good hammerhead shark all up in my pussy.
But no, balls don't make a bit of difference. The only thing that I think about with balls is like, am I playing with them correctly or am I hurting you? But they don't really do anything for me necessarily.
I do get it. I get the grabbing. I like holding them, because I
like holding them. I can hold them.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So I feel like having a dildo with
they're squishy
with fake balls could be nice,
comforting,
in terms
maybe.
of the feeling like you're with somebody.
Okay, so maybe if you're able to take the whole thing in and then feel the balls at kind of the bottom, of your area, that might be interesting.
That's the point. That's what I like. It's like you get the shaft up inside you. Mm-hmm. And then the balls kind of bounce.
They're there
around like the bottom of your vagina
nice.
And your taint, and then you kind of squish them.
I could deal with that.
Yeah,
but I don't know if I could take this one in.
That's
a lot.
That's a big dildo.
So real quick before we go to our next section, I'm just going to read a couple of reviews of the. Sorry.
No,
what's it called? The really big dick dildo.
Really big dick dildo. That's seriously its name. Mm-hmm. That wasn't taken.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
You think that was you would think that would be the first thing that would be taken.
Yeah. So someone says, would buy again. Good material. Super big. And then another person said, recommend.
Yeah, sure.
5 stars.
Mm-hmm.
Big and meaty. Perfect. It's a great piece of equipment to stretch you out.
It's not a pizza.
No, it's not.
Big and meaty. Perfect.
Love the dual density silicone. The only issue that they do not advise on is that it's not compatible with silicone lubricant, which is all we use. This is from Andrew.
Okay, well, just so you know.
And then there are some bad reviews.
Oh, damn.
False advertising. Not as big as advertised.
So it's not 12 inches?
This is from Robert.
Robert can suck a dick.
Gave it 1 star. My woman is a size queen. She was ready to jump up to this massive 10.5-inch circumference claimed in the product description. We were absolutely disappointed to find that this is only 9 inches in circumference. False advertising. We've already got toys this big, so we will not be needing to use this one. Waste of money.
Oh my God, that is scathing.
Scathing review.
It's only 9.5 inches around.
Yeah.
How can you even deal?
The last bad review just says, too big, stinks, not sturdy, not well made. Worst purchase, do not buy. Yeah, so
there you got it, guys.
There you go.
Make an informed purchase about your dildo, about the big black, what is it called?
Really big dick dildo.
The really big dick dildo.
The really big, I mean, it is a monster. Let's just be fair. The playing card is about the size of the balls.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
The playing card, again, for scale.
Yeah. So, I think we should go to our next section where we ask a guy. Let's ask him about
Sex toys and what he likes and if he uses them and if his lady enjoys them.
Yeah.
And just any, you know what? We're going to keep this subject wide open.
Wide and open and ready for
Fucking.
Yeah, for a fuck machine.
For the fuck machine.
All right, we'll be back. Ask a guy. We need a man's opinion, so we'll ask a guy.
Hello?
Hey, Carlos.
Hi, Carlos. Welcome back to the show.
Hey. Yeah, long time no see.
Yeah. New year, new show.
For real.
Woo! Ow!
Ow!
Okay.
So,
Jill's got a question for you.
Yes. A crudimentary question.
What? Oh, okay.
You
okay.
ready?
That sounds good. Yeah, lay it on me.
What is the strangest sex toy that you've ever encountered?
All right. I think we might need to define encounter. Like, for me personally, in real life, touched, smelled, tasted, or just like seen in promotional materials.
I
That's
think
what we'll call them.
you get to decide the parameters here.
Any and all of the above.
Yeah.
It's not strange per se. Like I can remember the first sex toy that I ever saw, and it was a dildo. I think the strange part was that the woman that had it was just so flagrant about it because she just carried it around in her purse and was ready for anything at any time. And I was young and impressionable and was very astounded by that. It was loose and freewheeling kind of woman. I was like, hey, this is the kind of woman that you only hear stories about.
Can you talk a little bit more about this woman? Because she sounds amazing.
She was in the theater, and the theater draws all types of crowds. And she was actually one of three sisters, and each of the sisters had their own unique stories and tales. But yeah, she liked to carry hers around in her purse. I was a little weirded out by it because I would have thought like maybe it had like a protective sleeve to keep lint and things from sticking to it, because that could be awkward when using. Yeah, she helped another guy staple me in the butt one time. Not in a sexual way, just kind of like, surprise, there's a staple in your butt.
So wait, I've got a lot of questions.
So many questions.
What did this device look like again? Like, what does it look like?
Oh, what she had?
Yes. What did it look like?
Oh, no, it was just a standard dildo. Yeah.
I don't know what a standard. Okay.
Penis-shaped, oblong, egg-like. I don't know. How do you describe dildos?
I mean, it was like
a
skin-colored.
It's like the Conehead's head, but had the dial on the bottom that you turn for maximum pleasure.
Very nice. Very nice.
So did it ever, like, go off in her purse? That was my first thought, is, like, the dangers, right, of carrying around. Because it vibrated,
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't think so. I don't think she ever had the problem with that.
How big was it?
God. This was years ago, so
it's probably
maybe like
bigger than you remember.
6 to 8 inches.
Wow, nice size.
Okay. So just I'm gonna continue.
It wasn't like the horse or the fist or nothing like that. She wasn't that into it, I guess.
Okay, what age was this woman? And what age were you?
I probably would have been about 16, 17, somewhere in there.
Uh-huh.
And she probably would have been about 25, 26.
Oh, hot.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now I want to ask, why did she staple your butt?
Yeah, also that.
And was that a sex toy?
Oh, that was just goofing around. We were backstage, and it was actually during a show, and we continued to have escalating challenges to see if you could get someone to make a noise in the back when you weren't on stage, like scaring somebody, pranking them to get them to laugh or scream out. So they decided to sneak up on me one time while I was waiting to go on stage and staple me right in the butt, but I was ready. I just firmed up my butt cheeks really tight and like almost pushed it out of my butt by my butt cheek muscles.
Wow.
Unrelated to
And I
the
didn't make a
dildo
noise.
completely.
Yeah, unrelated to the dildo. But yeah, didn't make a noise. They didn't get me. I didn't break.
But were you turned on by it?
Maybe a little bit.
By the staple in the ass?
Yeah.
No, that hurt. That hurt a lot. It was one of those, the actual like staple guns that you hold and it's like a little squeeze and you can go real fast, like ka-choo, 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 ka-choo.
Oh, that
They
kind of
didn't do
staple.
it. They didn't do it that many times. But yeah, it implanted immediately into my buttocks.
Wow.
It got in the meat.
This woman made an impression, both with carrying a dildo in her purse and stapling your ass.
Yes. I remember her name. I won't say it on here, but I remember her fondly.
Anonymous is important on this
Mm-hmm,
podcast. So you were about 16, 17 when you encountered this. What's the most recent one you've seen?
Ooh.
I'd have to say the most recent one in the promotional materials that I've seen in my life, the dragon. Have you heard or seen of this thing?
No.
We have not. We're so excited. Oh my
Please
God.
explain the dragon.
I don't understand it. I would be scared, but it is a large thing for women for pleasure that's kind of tiered. It's hard to explain, but kind of like how you draw a Christmas tree when you were young. You go like down and then in a little bit, down and in a little bit, and it just kept getting fatter and fatter to the very bottom, and then that's where the trunk was.
What?
It's shaped like that.
Okay.
So it's kind of like anal beads.
Yes.
How they get bigger and bigger and bigger as they go on there.
Right. Yeah, totally.
As the deeper you get. Same thing for this, but for a woman's vagina.
Wow.
Jill, I don't know if I can't speak for all women, but like, that doesn't sound.
No, I'm going to have to
pleasurable.
see a photo of this. So is it GRA? How do you spell it?
I think the dragon. If you type in the dragon dildo.
Oh,
and
dragon.
you'll probably find-
Dragon. Oh, yeah.
Dragon. Yes. I think it's maybe supposed to resemble either a dragon tail or tongue. No, tongue. I would think it's more like lizard-like.
Okay.
I don't know. And they usually come in various colors, multicolors.
All right. I'm not sure color is the thing that I'm really concerned about at the moment.
Oh, I'm really into color. I like color.
Well, my whole deal is it sounds like you can stick it in, but pulling it out I feel like it's gonna hurt.
Okay, producer has pulled up the dragon. Is that
Photographs?
the dragon dildo? Is that what you searched? Okay. Oh, it kind of looks like a unicorn horn from here. Is
Kinda,
it's kind of got like
Yeah.
ridges. I see.
I'd want to call it the unicorn almost.
Yeah. It doesn't look very dragon-like to me. It's more.
Oh
No,
yeah.
no.
Oh yeah. Okay, that looks
But
crazy.
I have seen the miracle of life, and I would imagine that using that thing is very similar to birthing a child. It gradually has to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Okay, so this is incredible that you've seen this recently because I've never seen it in my life.
Yeah, and I watch a lot of porn. And
Kids, you got to keep up with the times.
I know. I somehow missed the dragon. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. It looks, I could see how those, the ridges could be pleasurable. I was thinking they were going to be a little more like sharp.
Oh no! Well, he did say Christmas tree.
Yeah, you said Christmas tree, and I honestly did.
And that's how I was trying to describe the shape as it gets bigger as it goes down.
Yeah,
but yeah, Christmas tree. That would definitely not feel good. I wouldn't imagine. I'm sure some people are into it.
Hey, you do you. Personally,
Uh-huh.
myself, don't want to fuck a Christmas tree. Just I'm just talking for Sandy here.
All right.
Just noted. Sandy doesn't want to fuck a Christmas tree.
So we're gonna ask you one more question before we let you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So are you are you upset that there are more devices for women than there are for men?
No, not necessarily.
Because you can use your hand, maybe?
Or, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, for guys, for one part, it gives us an opportunity to MacGyver some stuff every once in a while, throw some things together, see what comes out.
Nice.
But for the most part, yeah, quick and easy with the hand. And I think, quite frankly, it's easier to create devices for women than it is for men.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Well, I mean, there's stuff, for dudes, you can put stuff up your butt.
Yeah, for females, it needs to be just something to penetrate, which can be lots of things. But for men, it has to be something that encompasses and wraps, engulfs,
Yes.
and gets, all the way around. And that's a lot more work, I guess.
Well,
That's
you
true.
can also put stuff up your butt.
Well, we both
You
can.
can
Yeah,
also put stuff up your butt. That is true.
If you are so inclined, you can put stuff up your butt.
That's true. I guess a dildo isn't woman only technically.
Yeah.
If you wanted to. Actually, do you put dildos up your butt too? Or
you
just
can-
anal
you
beads?
can do whatever you want.
I can't think.
I'm
not sure.
So in that light, it's just going to be more profitable as a company making sex toys to make dildos, because they can sell them to both men and women.
Yeah, you're totally right.
Oh my gosh, you just
Just
figured
makes
out
sense.
the market, man.
Yeah, you cracked the code right there.
Man, that's
Mhm.
amazing what you just did.
Yeah.
So, okay, because all I can think of is fleshlights and blow up toys and
Stuff to
things
fuck.
with holes.
Yeah, stuff with holes.
But technically, if you're including the anus in this situation, then anything, really.
Well, okay. I think we should have a quick PSA. Yeah. If you're gonna put something up your butt, it's gotta have a base.
Yeah, we mentioned that the butt just continues to suck up
It
anything
pulls
you put in there.
So don't just stick a cucumber up there. Seriously, it'll get stuck,
Yeah.
and then you have to go to the hospital.
I have heard a conversation about this, and someone had actually said that when inserting items, it almost creates like a vacuum.
Yeah,
And it just can suck it up there if you're not careful. So yes, very good advice.
Yeah, you got to be careful with your butthole, for sure.
And on that note, be careful with your butthole. We're going to let you go, Carlos. Thank you so much again for being on the show.
Anytime, love it.
We love having you.
All right. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
See you guys later. Bye.
And that is our show.
I hope you guys enjoyed listening to us talk about sex toys.
I did. I learned a lot of things.
I am so happy about all of the things that I learned and things that I'm going to try.
I'm going to go order the dragon off Amazon.com.
Yeah, we are going to get the dragon. I am very interested in the sheep.
You want the sheep?
I think just even for a decoration.
Yeah,
would be fun.
hang it on the ceiling.
Yeah, I'll bring a boy to my house and I'll be like, hey, you want to fuck that sheep? You can totally fuck that
Can
sheep.
I watch?
Can I watch you fuck that sheep?
Can I watch you be a shepherd of that sheep?
Oh my God.
Could you put your shepherd staff in that sheep?
Put your staff in the sheep.
Could you dress up as Bo Peep?
Oh my God. Look, I wasn't having this fantasy before, and now I am. You have just created an entirely new thing for me to masturbate to later. So
I'm excited about this.
Hooray thank you, Joe. As always.
Yeah.
As always.
And thank you, Carlos, for letting us delve into the sex toy topic with you.
Yes. Again, a lot of insight, and always with a great story.
His teacher?
No, it wasn't his teacher. No, it was just a lady in his theater group who carried a dildo around in her purse.
Oh my God. I thought the first time 26-year-old lady though.
Yeah, it's totally inappropriate. It's not okay.
Not good.
It's not great.
It's not great.
It's not
Why
great.
has she got it just in her purse ready to go?
There are reasons. I'm sure there are reasons, and none of them are appropriate for a 16-year-old gentleman. Anyway, hey, so
Thank you for listening to our show.
yeah, thank you for listening. This has been a great time, and I'm gonna go order some new sex toys.
That is correct. And you should do the same. Our episode is brought to you by Amazon.com.
Yeah, and in the sex toy department.
The sex toy department. The safest way to buy.
The safest way to buy dildos. All right, guys. Hey, enjoy your personal time with your personal toys.
That is correct. And till next time,
Stay crude.
my dudes.